Hey guys, how's it going? It's still the 12th of May 2018. We're at 2:37 p.m. now. And we decided not to do our thing today. Emmett's actually watching me. You're in your little creative he's in his little Creativerse home, and we're just checking the pings, which seems to be okay. I'm streaming, he's playing online, doing his Creativerse thing, but he wants to see what I'm doing too, so we'll do a little bit of both here. Control 8. There we go. I think I did the right one. No, that's the card numbers. No, I had it the right way. Okay. So it looks like this got divided, or at least blocked or something, but I'm not sure. I was reading the notes to see if anything. It looks like somebody had started it, but there's not too much more left, but that's okay. We can finish it off then. SRS, SRS, wet. SRS, SRS, wet. Alright. Ooh, that's not good. So I'm gonna have to go in and find out what things are going on here. So I'm not in the West Branch, I'm at Malabar. Oh, that's the Merida. I'm just looking through my paperwork. Yeah, gotta go the other way. Oh, there we go. So I'll go ahead and there's no notes, so I don't know who or what or whatever, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off. Let's put myself there. So I'm assigned to LCal 0112. So yeah, it looks like it's got divided up. EXX should be, yeah, that's Exxon. Well, maybe that was all the cars that came in this one. So it might be a really quick one actually. Let me just take a fly around and see. Or it got divided up in the set-offs. I'm not sure. Well, that's SRS. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. How far is this going to? Always look at these things upside down. Yeah, I don't see any. Oh, there's an easy way to do that. So I've got my EXX Exxon cars, LCal 0112. I can go like this and select. I think I can. Oh no, it's over here. I thought it was alphabetical. Oh, it's YLCal 0112, I think. Let's see that for a minute. Yeah. YLAC 0112. So there is no cars in any of the industries, so I can go ahead and head over to Exxon, which I believe is over here. Question is it facing? No, I'm going the wrong way again. Exxon I gotta back up into. Which is cool, I can do that. That's not a problem. So it should be one of these. which I'm guessing it might be this one. Ah, there we go. Look at that, Emmett. What are you doing?
I'm in a fan.
You're in a fan. So that's the Exxon plant that I'm going to be switching. Yeah, there was a time earlier I said, you want to do Run8? I'm like, nah, I don't want to do Run8. Then all of a sudden he did it and he said, well, I'm going to watch you while I do my thing. What's the chance of that? I know my son. He's too into his thing. But this isn't going to take me as long as I thought it would, which is okay. That's the one thing with where the industries call, and I'm actually not too worried about how the industries call so much, but they do call in such a way that they're heavily skewed towards the ones that have more capacity set to them, or demand, or it's not capacity, it's demand. Okay, so let's cut this one out. All right. So right now we don't have any pickups. That's only because they're just starting out. So eventually these locals will have pickups as well. Go to that screen. Yeah, my son's always likes wearing shorts and stuff outside, but he was too cold. He was too cold to go in the boat today, even though it's 10 degrees Celsius. Ooh, we get cold. This is the guy that doesn't wear a sweater or jacket in the winter because he's too warm. I'm thinking you just didn't want to go. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, you wanted to go. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, but we've been out in this kind of temperature on a Sunday morning, remember? The first trip? No, it wasn't cold at all. No, it was the same temperature, dude. It was 10 degrees. Was it not? Oh, you think so, huh? Okay. See, he's got a bit of a dilemma, although he's made a lot of headways with his mommy, because we we play multiplayer, as I was saying on site. That's what's taking place, and this wasn't the reason why I got rid of the server. I got rid of the server. My son was like, "Hey, you want to play multiplayer? Let's play multiplayer." Of course, he doesn't have Run8, and you know, it's expensive to get him set up into something I'm not even sure if he's that interested in. But we have the free games like pool, and there's a racing game if he'll ever bring his computer over on a weekend so I can help fix it. But he always forgets. You gotta write yourself a list of things to do before you come over. But anyways, long story short, there's a game called Creativerse that he loves. It's like, what is this like again? No, I know it's cool. What is the game like?
It's kind of like Minecraft.
It's kind of like Minecraft, yeah. I can't.
It better,
I can't stand the game. I played with it once. It was just it you know, it was totally open sandbox. Do strange stuff for no apparent reason. Yet he doesn't find any purpose in Run, or at least he didn't find any purpose in Run8 for the longest time. He said that there wasn't, there wasn't the tycoon things in this game that he likes in train games. Yet you play the 2D stuff. That doesn't have a purpose. How come you like the 2D stuff?
I don't know, I just do.
I don't know, I just do. Well, that's a good answer. Why am I here? Because I'm here. Roll the bones. Okay, let's go. I'm going out on the main line. Brian, is that you? I'm going to Brian, is that you? See the industry name? It says Brian, is that you? I think he's making fun of the dispatcher that he's recorded. Should pay that guy royalties. So we're gonna go switch X on. Looks like we don't have too much to switch. It's only 3 industries. I always like keeping it 9.9 miles an hour. Come on, Gates, go down. They should have stop signs. It says 15 miles an hour, but okay, hold on a second. X on. Oh yeah, I'm okay. Oh no, I gotta get off here. I gotta go into this siding. Now this one, by rights, I should restore on my way out because it leads to the yard from the Ramato or whatever. It's not nice for the Malabar train to have to... Or wait, does it? Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, because when you come back out at Malabar, you don't want to be going into this siding. So we'll remember to do that. I was talking with Mike earlier, and we like we were talking right after I ended the last live stream earlier, and he came to the same conclusion I think that I did in regards to the yard at the intermodal yard at Hobart and the others. And I never really thought of it because I used whatever Run8 gave me. I didn't try to get too creative or do anything outside it. But he did come up with the same conclusion that I kind of thought about earlier or late this week into the weekend. And that is that the issue that I was experiencing could have been averted had I just gone in and changed the tags. Now, ironically enough, that was kind of mentioned to me by one of the haters, except he didn't give me the solution. He just said, well, you put the inputs in. And I was like, no, I didn't put the inputs in. Run8 put the inputs in. I just went with it. And if it was tested and all that other stuff, well, you know, this is the result you'd get. But which is fine because you can change it to whatever you want. That's the cool thing. So I'm not blaming Run8 for it. At least not for that. What I'm saying is, if you have a bunch of different tags that it can choose from, that's where the randomness gets goofy, and it really affects a yard like that. But he was saying, and this was the same thing that I thought of. I started thinking about the platforms, and I thought, well, wait a minute. How does a real I don't know honestly, but a real intermodal platform, you would have the trucks come in and they would be set to go to a certain area. So if they were loads for so-and-so, or if they were loads for that, they would be assigned a certain area to drop off their trailers, because they don't just wait for the trains, they drop off their trailers along the tracks and then they get them. But it's always the same location. You don't switch an intermodal yard as much, or hardly at all. You just basically bring the cars out and do it. So had I done that, even if I had more than one tag, which is possible, I probably would have had a much more realistic output. So, live and learn. But I'm glad I'm back on this version of California anyways. I'm glad I'm able to experience, even though I'm just primarily in LA right now, it's the overall, everybody's doing something that I like. Not that and Tim's over here. I've seen Tim. I'm not too sure about others, but they do have weekend dispatchers run here as well from time to time. Down the road, I'll have to wait and see how things pan out. Like I said, my Sundays are pretty much book solid now. And who knows? My son could change his mind and want to do other things, but... Oops, I'm in the wrong side. Did I go into the wrong side? I thought there was... Oh, no, yeah, I did. Okay. How'd you go? So how much have you watched so far, bud?
I've been watching some stuff.
Oh, baloney. So he got me to do Run8 so that he could go do his thing. That's... I know your tricks. I don't even know if it'll work on his... He's got a laptop at home. I really gotta see about getting my one computer fixed, see how much it costs to fix it, and then get him a monitor. Then see if he can play something like that on that. I'm not sure. I imagine he can, because you can log... Yeah, you log in on 2 different computers. You can log into a third. The only problem is I can't help him with that computer. So if something goes wrong with your other computer, if I fix it for you, Emmett, you're on your own. But that's why you got to learn how to use the computers properly. And you have to take care of them. You have to clean your monitor once in a while. He's got a touch screen thing that is filthy. No, I don't. I never have to clean the monitor here. Your monitor is not dusty, is it?
Nope.
Oh, okay, well there you go. It cleans itself. It's amazing. All right. So I think somebody just split the train up into the various outbounds, and maybe Mike did it earlier, I don't know, or Ski possibly, I'm not sure. But there's a lot of industries to explore here. It is really amazing. Do I have it on both sides? I think I do. Although I don't see the purple dots on this side. I think they're there. I can't tell, I don't see them. I see EXX. I see dots on there, but I don't see it on this one. Oh, they're there. Okay. Of course, there's always a way to figure out if everything worked. So to do that, you now know that by that you got nothing, but you go left Control L. It ain't going. Let me me see here. Hang on a second. I think you have to refresh it by going... What the heck happened there? There it is. So you got 4 cars that'll load in ExxonMobil. Which are the ones. If you only had 3 or something, you know you're missing the switch. But there you can see it there. Some of the lighting's a little different. Okay. Might not take long at all. Maybe we'll hump. I don't know. We'll see. Haven't done that in a while. Barstow's the more fun one to hump, I find. So right shift L gets you into the other seat. Right alt down, up. Lets you take a look out the window. Now it's going too fast because we're going down a hill. So put the dynamics on. That's why I like keeping it 9.9. Just looking at the layout of the land here. Why did that do that? It's kind of weird. Sounded like it decided to lose its mind. Maybe not. Got WET SRS. Well, SRS is on the way. Oh yeah, that'll work. WET's off of the main here. In fact, it might be. It's probably there it is, right over there. Well, we'll go backwards and do it. SRS first. I thought I had more cars for some reason that I brought here, but I could be wrong. So it looks like some locals take longer. The transfer took. No, the transfer didn't take any time. What was the one that took? Oh yeah, the LAJ job took a while. But this one hasn't seemed to take that much time. So it's just a matter of going in and seeing what's available. And Mike, he can go in and he can change the settings if he feels he wants to change demand, or he can keep it that way, which works perfectly for me. I like variation. Now when I was doing it, the first set-off for Barlack, apparently I found out too, I was looking on the forums, the Dago actually does a set-off in one of the yards. I was like, oh. So that's pretty cool stuff. Pretty good grade here. Still pinging at around 67, despite you being online, and doesn't take much. trying to get it to go the other way, but it didn't want to. So how you feeling about doing the programming, Emmett?
I'm okay with that.
Oh, you're okay with it? Huh?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're still doing your thing, right? Okay.
Right now I'm not as much because it's nighttime.
Right now, oh, right now you're not as much. Oh, okay. So I've got, well, there you go. So when you're
Yeah, that's
nighttime,
why
you
I'm
gotta.
doing this, 'cause
Oh, I see.
nighttime I can never sleep.
Oh, I see. Well, I switched X on. This one's actually pretty easy. There's only 3 industries to switch. But SRS is this way. Oh yeah, you can't go out because of your monsters or whatever.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
See, I've already. One side of the yard had one industry that had to be switched. The other one has 2. Okay, I want to be on this side. Looks like the hill end's going this way. Oh, look at this, Emmett. Looks pretty cool here, huh?
Yeah,
I'm going down,
I like that.
run into the trees. It looks so city-like industrial. I think it's kind of cool. Oh, got another crossing. Now this one, the crossings went down in plenty of time. Okay, I gotta go past this industry and then one more. Lots of roads and crossings. Feels so industrial-like and city-like. I like it. So I got one more industry. Should be on my side. That's pretty cool. Found a camper.
Don't see those very often.
Yeah, sometimes in Run8 you do. Okay. Looks like we're flattened out now, so I can give it a little bit of throttle. There we go. No, there's the industry I'm switching up ahead, or one of the industries I'm switching is SRS. My cars are on the tail end here, the reefers. Not too sure what this is exactly. Really? How come it says I don't have cars for this? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I don't think I'm supposed to take this one. I'm confused. So if it never shows up to here, that means you're not supposed to take it. So Malbar has more than one local. Dang it. I didn't realize that. The other one was the LA Junction one did all, but no, I'm not even supposed to be on this train. It's a different symbol. Oh well, live and learn. So that was like one industry. That was an easy one. Just double check that. Oh yeah. Okay. So I need to take a look at the industry configuration for a minute. So yeah, if you're never sure, you go into industry configuration and YLAC 0122. So it's a different one. Okay, and he's not scheduled, so... And I mean, if he did it by accident, I mean, you know, somebody would tell you. But, where is... Oh, whatever the heck it's called. So that's why it was split up. Somebody had split that up so that... Because it only says yard track 1. So that was my bad. Okay, gotta pay attention to this. This'll tell you. And I was wondering why it had split up. Somebody had done the work. One of the admins, more than likely, or even Ski or whoever, actually did the work. And then I just realized I'm not supposed to do that. And that's why it was done that way. Okay, I'll go back then. Oops. Oh well. It's kind of weird because the local that I ran, the LA Junction, has got a lot. It's 316, Emmett. You gonna keep playing for a bit, or what do you want to do? Alright. Let's see what else I got going on. Good thing I paid attention to that. A little late on paying attention to it, but that's okay. I'll throw the switches back. Not to make it harder for people, but because that's the way they were. I think that's the way they were anyways. Yeah, I'll fly over. Can't remember how far the cars were down. I think they were over at the other end. Other jobs available. Hump R10 Barstow, Commerce Service. Well, that's interesting. Let's see what that one does. Maybe. Haven't done the hump in a while either. Oops. Did it say train is not available? That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Huh. I guess I gotta turn all my lights off. The strobes, it comes on automatically no matter what it seems. If I turn my breakers off, that should do it, I think. Did it shut it off? Looks like it. Alright, now we're good. Okay, so let's take a look at what else there is. Ooh, Amtrak yard. Oh, that's interesting. Deadhead train from Amtrak service area to LA UPT track 1 signals and switches at Mission. See, I like that too, because in certain situations, without having the dispatcher, he can have everything set up as long as it doesn't affect the AI. And in theory, these things would be happening anyways, so you need manpower to do those things. So I see 3 readies. I've never done an Amtrak service before. Select 5 ready engines. Select 5 ready engines from Commerce fuel racks and power the train on ramp 3 at Hobart. 4 units on the east end of train and 1 DPU on the rear west end. Powered switches are unlocked, no DS required. Okay, that's tempting. Of course, there's the hump. Yeah, I'm really curious about this Amtrak 4. Oh, I see. He's got dependent on. I like that. I'm not too sure how he does that one. Hour, hour, day, day. Or no. MM. So month. Oh, month, day, hour, minute. That's cool. I like that. And these are dependent on things to be done. So when the pull power for R10 and 9 was done by Tim, this became available, which is crazy. Oh, look at that. He's got a nice nested if in there too. The automation, I thought I had some automation. That's really cool because he's got some nested ifs where there's a dependency. I like that dependency idea. That is really cool. And I mean, this is spurring ideas. I was mentioning it to Mike today. I said I can see Florida being possible now. And yeah, we know the limitations of Run8. That's, you know, like I said, I've never tried to disrespect Run8 or anything. It's just when you're not sure of different ways and how you go about doing it, then suddenly it's like, wow. It's not about complaining. It's you're given what you got and it's just like, okay, well, how do you make it happen? And then a lot of times I come up with ideas too, and then you see what somebody else is doing and it's just like, oh, okay. But I'm not leaving California. I like California the way it is. And as far as Florida goes, yeah, I want to do it, but I want to make sure I do it right. And one of the things that I'm going to do this time around is I'm only going to have 1 session a week. It'll be on Wednesdays. And the only reason why that is because there's going to be all this local work in between for Florida. So there's going to still be a lot of local dependency. But I'll do Wednesday sessions. Because you're busy on Wednesdays, right, bud? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's busy on Wednesdays. That gives me Wednesdays. And Sundays are going to be less and less of a thing for me. Besides, it starts messing around with long weekends and stuff like that, and then you can't do it. So right in the middle of the Tuesdays and Thursday sessions, and they're only 2 hours each for me. So yeah, I'm liking this LA thing. Deadhead train from Amtrak service area to LA UPT track 1 signals and switches. So he's oh, this is for Amtrak 4 service area to LA UPT 1. I've never done that. Service area to LA UPT 1. Okay, let's go take a look at that. Does that sound like a cool idea, Emmett? The LA. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power the Amtrak. Because there's a service yard for the Amtrak trains. I can't remember where it is exactly. It's not in the corridor. I think it's somewhere down here. Of course, I can look at the map, but I'm too lazy to look. So, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, he's already got the lights. Approach restricting? Oh no, that's going in. Oh, that's cool. See, that's the other thing too, is once things are set up, whoever is running the server can do it. And I'm also going to have the server available for switching at various times, but we'll see how that goes. So here's the Amtrak yard. Okay. Well, there we go. It said Deadhead. Oh, that's neat. And he's got the whole Amtrak area going. This is much cooler than how I had it. That takes a lot more work. So I think it was Amtrak 4 I was supposed to do. How am I supposed to deadhead? I was supposed to deadhead it in there? I'm confused. Hang on a second. Let me see. Make sure I know what I'm doing before I screw up. Service area to LAUPT 1. Deadhead train from Amtrak service area. Signals and switches at mission and stations should be lined. They are locked just in case. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing on that one. I get the deadhead part, but... Okay, so you got two engines. Well, it's Amtrak 4, so... Man, I haven't run an Amtrak in a while. Oh, let's bring back some memories. Oh, where I wanted it to be. Oh, that just brings me... That's the only ladder. Yeah. Okay. Let's at least get a switch set up. Amtrak! Is there another wire or something that I'm missing? Maybe I should take a look at the maps here, just in case. Well, there's the turntable, but that ain't it. having fun, buddy? That's good. That was page 15. No, that's page 14. Okay. I have no idea which one I just came out of. I think that's by storage. No, that's service, so I'm in... Oh, I see, I'm in a storage area. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Before I get too carried away. Deadhead train from Amtrak service area to LA Union Track 1 signals and switches at Mission and Station should be lined. They are unlocked just in case. Alright. I'm just going to do what it says. Because I understand that's... It should be set up for me, but... So I'm taking Amtrak 4 out of the service area, buddy. Mm-hmm. And I'm bringing it over to Union. Kind of like what happens in Toronto at Mimico. Did I even give myself... Yeah, I was wondering how he had the Amtraks looking so good. The baggage car is usually at the end, isn't it? Maybe that's what he's thinking about doing, is doing a runaround or something. I'll have to see, if you're not sure, you just post a message and then yeah. Then you just let people know. Even sounds like the Amtrak horns, huh? Alright, buddy? Uh-huh. I even got the blinky lights. I don't need the blinky lights. I have my headlights on. Oh. What is that?
It's the shop.
Whose shop?
The creator shop. In our area, this is the shop. So you take something, you give something. That's the news.
Oh, really?
We got a shop here, you can buy all sorts of stuff. But if you need it, you can't get it. I think I'm gonna build a house in this area.
Isn't that cool? And when you put it into cruise control or slow speed, it turns it on. It turns the green panel on. I've never noticed that before. Huh. Well, I knew the parking brake had a light there, but that was kind of neat. So this is how the Amtrak cabs look. They got the desktop cabs on. Kind of like what my rail driver looks like. See that, Emmett? This is exactly what the rail driver looks like. Pretty much. I mean, it's not perfectly aligned, but it's pretty close. I imagine Amtrak 4 will be a popular train next session on Tuesday. If it's, I don't know if it's what time it's set to depart at. It's a night train, I think. Yeah, I know I can go 15 miles an hour, but well, come to think of it, I can go 15 miles an hour, so I'll slow it down if I have to. I'm more concerned about, well, normally manual switches you want to go through at 10 miles an hour on the reverse side. I think their restricting rule is 15, but I'll stick at 15. That's fast enough. Look at that, Emmett. When you put the headlights on, see the toggle?
Yep.
Yeah, you're busy. See? I minimize it, and then the crossing lights, that's the ones with the flashers. They come on too. There's my train. Now I'm thinking, I'm not positive, but I'm thinking the baggage car might be in the back, but I don't know. I guess it would be. If I'm going in there. I'll have to see if there's any other trains sitting around in there. Like the US 101, all the traffic. Still haven't figured out where that accident is. Are you chatting with your friends? Does your mom let you do that? Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter here, but... Just curious. Approach restricting. I had approach restricting, that means I'm actually good to go for a minute. I think I'm headed to 1. Looks like I'm headed to 5. Okay, something's not right. Oh, they call it Platform 1. Okay, that's kind of confusing. So on the map it's called platform 1 at the bottom, but on this it's the opposite. Maybe I got an older map, I don't know. And what? So I'm supposed to deadhead into one? I'm still confused on that. That doesn't... Something tells me I was supposed to do a move early on that would have got the engines, because I didn't see about the part about running around. A4 is on the front end here, and then there's a none. Had I seen that, or had I known, but I'm not 100% exactly sure what. See, that's got, oh, that's one of the what do you call it, trains? Thingamajigs. Okay, well, let me just go ahead and I'll pop in there and I'll post a message on the forum. So I may have done this wrong. I wasn't too sure if I was supposed to do a runaround or if I was supposed to... The deadhead part kind of confused me because he was already facing this way and I'm like, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Maybe that's how he loads. Maybe he backs out of the station for. I doubt that, but. It's cool. I mean, he might back out and then head forward, I'm not sure, but I'll just relinquish it for now. Let me check the forums out, see if there's anything else. First of all, wrong one. Okay, that's not gonna help me there. I just want to make sure I can post a forum message here. I can try. No, I'm already out. Let me just try seeing if I can get Mikey on a tone. He might be around. Or Mike. Mike and Mikey are two different guys, and Ski's a different guy. Let me start 15. Just to see. I'll relinquish it anyways. So I'm just gonna go take a look back there for a minute. See, the only other way that I see that happening is backing in off the main here, but we were set to go actually. Yeah, we were set to come in. We weren't set to back in or go straight through Mission Junction and then through. We were set to come in. The only other thing is I might have had to did a runaround possibly. It said A4 on one and none on the other, so I don't see any other. So I may have done that wrong, but okay, so he's coming to Los Angeles. Los Angeles cars. That's neat how that's all being simulated. I like that. What train's that? Oh, that's 2. Very nice. Okay, so what I'll do a couple of things. Server operations, I don't know where to put it. West Colton, Los Angeles Junction area. Yeah, we can do that. I can put it in there. Obert Barstow. That's the LAJ yards, UP Bakersfield, Kaiser, Mojave. So those are the various yards. Board welcome, news and announcements, discussion topics. Okay, well, I'm not too sure where I want to put that in. Current operations. There's only one thread in there. I don't really want to mess around with that. I was going to say San Bernardino area, but that doesn't really fly. Let me just take a look at the area here for a minute. Yeah, I know it's an RCal, but that's okay. Okay, where do I post? Not used to this form. Create thread. Okay, there we go. Oops. Wasn't sure where to post this one. Okay, so in that case, what I'll do is We're at 104 East, or 104 Pacific. So we'll go 1304. Alright, so that's completed. Not too sure if I want to do a hump. It says it's been available since the 11th. I'll leave the engines for Hobart ramp off. Hopefully I'm not doing too much work either. I don't want to hog the server or anything, so that others have a chance. But, you know, it's 24/7, so others could be here too. Okay, so let me see about humping R10. Okay. It's been ages since I've humped over here. Okay, there's the cars. Okay, so I want to pull configuration from the host. Yeah, that's different now, huh? Okay. I'll turn this thing off. That one, wide bar 102, or wide bar 2012. I don't think it exists. Okay, check the industry configuration. There's something set up for it, but I'm not sure what. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's for Y bar bar. So if I look at that, if I look at industry cars, it should be showing, but it's not. Because technically it's, I don't know how, I forget how we set that, used to set that up, but it used to, actually show you what was in the tracks, but, wow, whatever. don't feel like doing any more switching, so I just want to make sure that if I do this train, it's not going to overfill something. The only way to find that out for sure is to get hooked up to it and then kind of take a guesstimate, I suppose. But I don't want to start something that I'm not sure I want to do. Hold on. What did that come out of anyways? Yeah. Z Stockton. That's an interesting symbol. It's a lot of Watson and Stockton. Various locals. Okay, let me take a look at it again. How are you making it, bud?
Good.
Good? Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. So it looks like we got 109, 112, and a whole whack of 104. Did I do that right? Let me see that again. 104, 109, 112. Well, 112's already filled up. From what I can see, anyways. Or wait a minute, no, this is, I'm misunderstanding it. That's 12 right there. That's 13. Yeah, there's the Watsons. Okay. Well, this looks doable then. Let me see what's in that train one more time. We got a bunch of RCals. So yeah, you pull the configuration that make sure that you run it in the configuration that they have set up. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, let's have fun with this one. Oh, I gotta do it this way. It depends to where it's lit up to. That's 15, which is okay for the other, but not for that. We don't want that. I think we can go down this way. Yeah, I gotta get those bare table cars. It's been ages since I've humped Barstow. It's like the right one. Yeah, 10. 9's on hold. See, that waits till that one's ready, and then that waits till that one's ready. Which is cool. I like that. So that gives you an order. Very cool. So it gives you a priority for everything. like, this is what I want done at Barstow first, this is what I want done next. It's really cool. So I'm not taking all the jobs, I'm only going to hump one today. And I betcha, but I don't know for sure. No, I don't think anything else came up for Albar must come at a different time. But it could have had a dependency on the other job too, possibly. Definitely looking forward to doing Florida. The more I think about it. But I'm certainly enjoying running on California as well, again. And yeah, I'll get back to programming. I just hate coding. Eventually I'm going to have to make some money though, so it's coming sooner or later. Well, that looks cool. That's what you build in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's someone else who's employed me to work for their area. So.
Somebody's employed you? Wow.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's neat.
It's not really employed. It's
Well, yeah, no. It's I know what it means. That's cool. You're the builder. You're Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder. Now relinquishing the train. We'll coast to a stop eventually, when he feels like it. This brings back a lot of good memories. When's the last time you seen me hump Barstow? It's been, I would say close to a year. do you got? A flying fin?
No, that's my iron sword.
That's your iron. Oh, your iron sword.
And yes, it's
Iron glove. Since I set up the original registry, even though a lot has changed, I'm sure Mike got some ideas for me originally, and he said he did. So he can return the favor when I actually do set up Florida, and I'll take a few ideas that he's given me. I love that requires field. I think that is really neat. Never really thought about that. Never had that many people to worry about requirements. Of course, I was focused on making sure I could do it myself, so never really got to that point. Okay. I think I'm good to do that. So the cool thing about this is you can hump and then you can go ahead and do something else, which of course Waycross has that ability too. So alright, what I will do is I will turn the hump controller on. I forget how slow you gotta be. I may just take it easy and do a 2-mile-an-hour hump, or 3, maybe 3. I'll do 3. We'll see. Oh wow, they got crossbucks and everything they put in there. See this building? That's new, huh?
Yeah.
There used to be just empty tracks there, and they didn't have the crossbucks. Or
I've seen that building before, though.
you have? Well, the building's probably on other places, but not that location. Looks like they got trains in the departure yard. They got trains out on the main line here. I believe that's the scrap area. I'm not positive. Still playing, or?
Yep.
Oh. What'd you have to do? Go back into it?
No, I just have to teleport.
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
So I had to teleport to my home.
Oh. Oh, so you're off their server and you're on your own?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. So this is your server now, not the other, right? Is that what you said?
No, it's not my server.
Oh, okay.
I just had to
Teleport to...
Teleport to my place.
Oh, yeah.
My old place, that is. 'Cause,
Your old place.
yeah.
Hmm. That's my network ping. 67, I should be okay. Almost looks like they got more lights here, but I can't tell for sure. I haven't seen this at night. Yeah, certainly, they've certainly made some good improvements. And I was like 2 weeks ago, it looked from my vantage point with them not being on Run8 servers and the posts I was seeing, it looked as if they basically as a group were pretty much done, which was disappointing to hear, but so I'm glad they're alive and well and doing fine. A lot of new blood in there, which is great. And once I do Florida, that, you know, my whatever, how would you say, the way I like to do things, I can put my flavor in there for certain things as well. There we go, we'll set that to 3. But for example, Florida doesn't have as many trains, so running full capacity on 2 boards will be fine for me. I can handle that. And others who want to dispatch on Wednesday nights, I'll have no problem, and I'll show them, you know, how to spawn, what to spawn, etc. But I'm gonna be spending, probably I may start as early as this Wednesday just getting it set up, because I think I'm kind of excited about that. And I think what I'll do is I will use the time that you're busy or you want to do it. It's, you know, whenever I'm basically, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to run eventually, I imagine they're going to run out of jobs to do on this server in between sessions. I don't know that for sure, but at some point I'll have to balance the two, and then I'll have to balance the stuff that I want to do with the software as well. Because the Run8 software, I mean, that's still going to happen. I'm not discouraged at all by it. I am, in fact, had a lot of good ideas with the dispatcher board and a few other ideas. I have to try out the AI. You know, yeah, it's good on paper, but I won't know until I actually see it. Wow, this guy's taking forever. I should have, I set him at 3 miles an hour, but I set him way too early. So, I'll let this go for a few minutes while that's doing that. Oh, do you want me to start supper, Emmett? Or is it too... Yeah? Okay. Well, I'm going to go to the washroom anyways, so I'll mute this for a minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. He's still coming. Wow. So you're inside a big city?
I'm inside the biggest city.
What does it look like?
It's pretty cool. I'm right by the San Francisco Bridge is just over there.
Say what? No, show me.
I can't right now. It's night.
Oh, it's night? Oh, okay. Gotcha. What was that thing?
It was a pixie.
Oh. Your pet pixie or a
No,
bat?
it's not my pet. I can't pet things right now.
Oh.
Don't take the term too serious. No, I can't get pets yet. Yet.
What's those green and red things?
Oh, those are buildings
Really?
made of goo.
Finally about to hump. Yeah, Florida will be neat once we get that going, but yeah, like I said, I might check it out during the week. So the humping, you gotta make sure you bleed the air, which I've done. There we go. 112. Alright. I'll let this run for a bit and we'll start supper, buddy. You can watch the humping if you're in the middle of something or whatever. How many cups you want?
2.5.
Huh?
2.5.
Okay. Bit of a stomach. So, a lot of things can happen. Did he stop? He did stop. Oh, I know why. Like I said, a lot of things can happen. At some point you gotta get the speed back up. It goes down for a while and then you have to get it up there. So I like watching the track numbers and the car types. Other than the speed, of course, but once I got the speed up there, I'll let it go again. Speed control, I'll keep that on, and then... But I watch the car types specifically. If something changes, like the tank car, for example, I know they're going to Watson. I think we're okay now. And then I always try to keep an eye, make sure I don't overfill anything. I'm watching my rail driver speed now, so I had to put it up to notch 2. I had it at notch 1 and it stalled. As long as you do that, you can pretty much tell if everything's humping. The things that cause issues with humps, other than operator error like I just did there, is, and that's not really an error, that's just stalling, it's not a big deal. But if you're running on a wireless connection and you have a, like for example, I'm at 67, but I'm a long ways, I'm a fair ways away from Mike's server, but I have a pretty good internet connection. 67's okay. As long as you don't get timeouts on a regular basis, you can run the hump. If you get timeouts on a regular basis and you're on a server, it's probably not a good idea to run the hump. Because the reason why you're getting the timeouts is because your pings are too high. So by looking at that, I can see, you know, various cars. And once it changes, that's when I see the last car and does it switch. You really don't have to take a look too far, you know, double check everything, but this is where I double check everything. So the auto rack's the last one going down 112, and then it should switch over to 109. Just like it was expected to do, it's going down 109. If you're not too sure how far you got, you can zoom it in max. It looks like I got the auto rack there, but we'll see how it goes. You don't want it to overfill the bowl. 109 is the one I'm watching the most. Although it should be fine. That's really zoomed in far. It's good to keep an eye on. A couple of 108s coming up. So what you're seeing is not those. Those are going to Stockton. There'll be ones that go beside it in a minute. I didn't check 108, so... Looks like they're going. Yep. And once it's switched, you're okay. So then you can turn around and look this way if you want, but depending upon how much room you got. It looks like there's plenty there. You see the lights. I usually keep the bell on the engine as well. Give me a verbal warning. It looks like these trains are somewhat, I can't tell for sure if they look like they're blocked a little bit. We got a 104 coming up for the CFX boxcar. Yeah, see, they seem to be throwing groupings up. Check something out here. Oh yeah, that's the Los Angeles stuff. And then you got the stuff going to San Diego with the set out. Well, that's neat how it does that. I wonder if they block that later on. See, it's so hard to set up the blocks for everything in here. But you can tell the Los Angeles stuff is blocked accordingly. They might manually block them, or they could possibly re-hump, or they could do all kinds of different things. My rail driver is still showing a steady 3 miles an hour. Barstow, you can get away with it. West Colton, you have to be careful because your train can get away from you. Barstow's, I forget what, honest, I remember West Colton, but I can't remember how the others handle it. I think Waycross does the same thing, but West Colton, you're kind of going downhill, so You're playing around a bit there, that's why. Yeah, this looks like it's, he's got the, oh, what do you call it? And this makes it easier, actually, for switching, is the, it's probably set to do the blocks or whatever. And sectors, or sections. I forget the name of it, the technical name for it. Let me see if I can tell me here. Oh, I thought he had the fake industries. He doesn't. Interesting. So those are just regular tags. What's level 4 doing? Now you can hear the bell going. This you gotta be careful with, that you don't overload it. If it's the last switch, you're okay, but... So in this case, you wanna go take a look. And it looks like it's coming together nicely. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. Because the overload you gotta catch before it actually drops off, but this is looking pretty good. There's 5 more cars after this. Take one more look. Yeah, we're fine. Even if they all go down there, that's fine. I don't know how it groups it to both locals and those Z things, whatever the heck they are. The other thing is you don't want to relinquish until the last cut has been set. So that would be it. That was pretty tight. But worked out okay. So that's kind of a refresher on how to hump. Was it 5 p.m.? I'll relinquish that. So back over here, we go ahead and I bet you this one's going to open itself up as soon as I put a complete time. So if I go May 12th, 2 p.m. Pacific, I bet you that opens up. Yep, see? That's ingenious. I like that. So now R9's ready to hump. Now, of course, you have to make sure trim bowl is needed, but I'm curious about how Barstow's a pretty busy place, and then there's a whole line of work, and these bins will set things up nicely. But let me just take a look here. I want to take a look at the industries for a minute. Oh, I gotta probably go. Okay. They've got a it looked like a tag that was coming out. I don't know how they did that. Very curious. It was like a fake industry, but I don't see it anywhere in there. So it'll be interesting to see how they did it, but because what had happened was there was like a Z something or other. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know how they did that. Let me just take one more look. So you got ZLA, which was supposed to be an industry that has LA in it. Okay. Unless I missed it. No, I don't see LA Times. Nebo Logistics. Oh, there it is. Yeah, but that's different. That's I don't know what that is. ZLA. I'm not even sure what that is. Very interesting. Okay, well, I don't think I want to do any more. I'm getting tired, and I gotta cook supper anyway, so, well, not like I'd have to do much. But I'll call it for now. Yeah. After supper, we're going for a walk, right, bud?
Yep.
Alright. Sounds like it's bubbling, so that's a good idea, so. Good place to call it for now, so. That was fun. Lots of fun. As I said, you know, you guys want to know the site to go to, it's Southwest Rail Simulations. It is also on the, I believe he's advertised as well on Run8 servers as well. But yeah, it's nicely done here. So once you become a member, that's where you'll get access to the server, and in the server settings and all that other stuff that'll be in there. So I'll tell you more. Like certain ones are only for members. So 18 hours ago, I'm just seeing if there's 6 minutes ago. BNSF Hobart Yard. Oh, that was just Tim. Wonder if Tim's watching me. So 6 minutes ago, I'm just seeing if there's any other. Doesn't look like there's any other updates for the time being. So, but yeah, just go to there and you know, sign yourself up, and you know, as long, yeah, I'm not sure. I pretty much follow the procedures or follow the rules as they're set out as best as I know them. But he's, you know, really lenient about that. You know, as long as you're not trying to destroy stuff or, you know, make a mess on purpose. I mean, you make mistakes, it's no big deal. Like even today, I might have made a mistake. But as long as you communicate, I think Mike is very similar to me. As long as I see communications, and people, you know, care, and you know, if they made a mistake, they learn from them. That's all it takes. You know, that's all they're you know, we're worried about. I can't speak for Mike, but I'm pretty sure, you know, Mike's on the same page with me on those things too. We've always been. I mean, this is the former RTS California server, so. But I mean, he's brought it to the next level, and I'm glad to see it. I'm very happy to see that, because I honestly thought I didn't know what was going on, so it's good to know. And it's amazing he's been able to do all the routes, and he's been able to continue to expand, so that's good. So it's a nice place to go. It's a nice alternative, I think. You know, there's a lot of choices out there, but you know, you only have so many choices, so it's nice to see. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm going to skedaddle. I don't know when I'm going to be back. It won't be. I doubt it'll be Sunday morning. Maybe sometime Sunday afternoon or something. We'll see. It's supposed to be a nice day. So, but that's probably it for tonight. So, have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. You gotta say bye?
Bye.
Bye. He's busy playing, so have a good one, guys.